With record numbers of students taking places at universities this year, finding the right student accommodation is harder than ever. In this series of videos, we speak to Peter Bolton-King, CEO of the National Federation of Property Professionals, who gives us some top tips for stress-free student lettings. On top of all the other living costs, how important is insurance?
Well, that's obviously up to you, but perhaps I could just remind you how much an iPad or a phone or a laptop costs these days, apart from all the books and everything else. So I think it's really important that you do have an element of personal content insurance, just in case the worst happens, you get a flood through the roof or whatever. Now, sometimes you'll find actually while you're at university that your goods are actually covered on perhaps your parents' home insurance. So it's worth just checking with them on that and seeing whether the small print does allow you to have some element of cover if you've taken your material goods out of the main house. If you haven't, if it's not covered, then don't panic, because there's actually some quite reasonably priced insurance out there specifically aimed for students. So if you typed into Google student household insurance, it will come up with a range of things. Again, the accommodation office at the university can probably help you there if you get stuck. The other thing you have to remember is an inventory. Now, when you go into the property, you'll pay a deposit, or if there's several of you, you'll pay a joint deposit. And that's going to sit there in one of the schemes, and it's there to make sure that when you move out of the property, it's in the same state as you moved in, subject to a bit of wear and tear, obviously. So if you ruin the place, it can't be too shocked to find out that you're going to lose some or all of your deposit to actually repair the damage. So what's important is that at the start of the tenancy that you know exactly the things that are right or wrong with the property, the way everything looks. Now, the good agent good landlord will actually produce a detailed inventory. If they haven't, then it's up to you to make sure that you are satisfied that you know what it looks like. So photographs, video, written description, and that's not just about any furniture, it's about the walls, it's about any marks, any radiators that are leaking, anything like that. So that at the end of the tenancy, you've got something to refer to. So it's to protect you really, so make sure you've got a properly produced inventory which clearly sets out the state of the property on that day you move in.